Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie and today I'm here with an unboxing of two new releases from PaintGem, the Home Edition and the Adventure Edition. PaintGem makes these really adorable mini diamond painting sets and I've worked on several of them, been a longtime fan of theirs, and I really enjoy how beginner friendly they are, how travel friendly they are, and how I need a break from a big diamond painting friendly they are as well. They have some really adorable different theme sets that kind of cover a wide variety of tastes, and I've unboxed dozens of them at this point on my channel. So if you're interested in seeing some of those unboxings and seeing what else PaintGem has to offer, along with seeing some reviews of different completed sets that I have, well, completed, feel free to take a look in the description box of this video. You'll find a lot of helpful links there, including if you're a beginner with diamond painting as well. In addition, I want to mention up front that I am an affiliate with PaintGem. I did purchase these kits myself and was not asked to unbox them, but I just really enjoy collecting and working on these sets so much that I did pick them up. That being said, the nice thing is I do have a 10% off discount code that you are more than welcome to use. It is the word Washi and then the numbers 1 and 0, so Washi 10. And I may make a small commission if you choose to use that. That always goes straight back into my channel and being able to pick up sets like these so I can show you what is new and fun at PaintGem. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Home Edition, then we'll take a look at the Adventure Edition in just a little bit. The way that PaintGem does their packaging I find is really fun, especially if you enjoy collecting things and just sort of the aesthetics of it all. I like that they come in these nice simple white boxes and then have this sleeve on the front that tells you what the edition is. Then you have the little images, the thumbnails of the renderings of the pieces that are in this kit. So if you look on the back, you'll also see the designs all put out for you in kind of like mini thumbnail form. Depending on the set, PaintGem sets can come with fewer designs, like as few as like 6 or 8, and as many as, I think it's gone up to like 16 or 18. It just kind of depends on the set. The price point tends to be about the same, if not exactly the same. What tends to vary is maybe the just sheer number of drills that are on the canvas and the size of the artwork on the canvas. It tends to really work out to be about the same number of drills, kind of the same amount of diamond painting time you're going to get no matter what set you get. So you can pop this sleeve off. And we're going to take a look inside here. I do, like I said, I like all their branding. Oh, they do have a little sticker on the bottom that tells you what these go with. And here, after you've taken the sleeve off, you can scan this QR code with your phone for a step-by-step video tutorial. Like I said, I have a beginner's video that'll be linked below too. So all the black and white branding extends to even things like the toolkit. This is a basic toolkit that will get the job done. I did actually challenge myself to complete a PaintGem set using only the tools provided in this toolkit, and it is doable, but I'm a fan of going ahead and doing some upgrades. If I am going to be, you know, traveling with these, I can really easily fit in like a slightly bigger pen or a bigger tray in here, and I find that to be really helpful. But that being said, again, this is going to totally work for beginners. You get a pen and squishy, you get some multi-placers. They are a little bit wider, just so you know. Just because there are some different like widths of multi-placers out there. We have a basic tray. Again, this is one I like to upgrade and use like a slightly bigger tray with taller sides. We have some pink wax, absolutely no complaints about this. I will happily use this in my single and multi-placer. It works great. The tweezers, I could just go ahead and toss these because they are just, I can't get them to work. I don't find them to be really useful to be picking diamonds off a canvas. I much prefer metal tweezers, but you know, it's better than nothing, I suppose. So that's just my frank thoughts on the tool sets. But given that the price point of these and everything, I would not necessarily ask for them to upgrade the toolkits if that would mean an increase in price. So it's fine. I'll work with it. We have our drills here. We'll take a closer look at these after we've looked at everything else that's included. So we do still have those though. And then they do include a sticker sheet here. So you can peel these off. These are pre-cut sticker labels you can see there. You can put these on the baggies that the drills came in, or if you kit up into storage containers, you can use those. It tells you down here, it goes with the Home Edition, which is set number 61. Yes, that means that there are at least 61 different theme sets that have released at PaintGem. To be honest with you though, I like to leave the stickers on here and use this as a walking legend that I just have kind of sitting right next to the canvas I'm working on. I find that to be a little bit more convenient, but it's whatever works for you, honestly. So then we have all of our canvases and everything included in here. So And there's also some helpful things. They even make use of the different parts of the inside of the envelope. So there's a QR code for help, some tips and tricks. Here's some instructions written out for you on either side, 1 through 8. And then here it tells you what is included in your kit. So again, I just am generally really impressed with PaintGem's branding. I feel like they do a really nice job of making it just, it feels very giftable. Like, it just, the whole packaging, the whole presentation is very nice and very beginner friendly for sure. So then we have our set of mini canvases. They come just like this, and there's a clear plastic film on here. You're just gonna peel back to diamond paint. Their glue is pretty sticky. I have not had issues with my diamonds falling off at all. The numbers on the canvas are almost all alphanumeric. There's just a couple, 1 or 2. There's a heart and an umbrella that I see that are not. But yeah, they're mostly alphanumeric. One thing I have noticed about PaintGem's canvases, and I've seen other people comment on, is that, yeah, they do have some rough cut edges, but at the same time, I have tested out having these put in like picture frames. Just a basic white frame looks really nice, or even a black frame. And I've also tried putting it in a photo album. And you know what? I feel like it works. I feel like it looks nice. So I have seen some people try like painting the edges, which is really fun, but I think it works as is. So all these different homes, literally this is the home edition. So we have lots of different kinds of homes represented. I love that tree house. That's really cute. I'm sure that you could go through and identify each of the specific regions that these are referring to. Like these, I don't know the name of this, but I do recognize this style of house, little hut. And then I don't know what this one is named either. Is it German? I don't remember. But yes, there's all of our house edition pieces. This one came with a total of 12 designs. The igloo is really fun too. I think my favorite has got to be the tree house though. I think that's a really adorable design, and I like the way that that's done. So just so you know, these are what are considered partial diamond paintings. That means that it's not like we have, well, I guess, I don't know if you call it technically a partial. I guess because the white in the background doesn't have this kind of part of the overall image in a way, doesn't have diamonds on it, but there's not going to be glue on those white areas. There's only glue in the areas that the drills are going to be placed. So that is good to keep in mind. Let's take a look at the colors. There is a sticker in here that tells you what these go with, just in case you store these separate, but honestly, I don't know why you would, because it all is packaged so perfectly together in the box. I don't think it would be any more space efficient to pull them out, but you know, whatever works for you, of course. Now, if we pull these out, you will see that there are going to be a couple things. So these come in Ziploc baggies. I have found that PaintGem drills tend to be pretty static prone. These, I could see a little bit of static where they're kind of clinging to the bag. You know, a lot of it's climate dependent. So static is not something I'm going to personally like hold against a company, because it's just a reality, especially with companies that are using resin drills that are made out of resin material as opposed to acrylic. I'm a huge fan of resin drills when it comes to square drills in particular. And so I'll deal with some static if I'm getting good quality drills. And I don't really have complaints about PaintGem square drills, at least for the ones I've worked on. So when you see the numbers that are on these bags, by the way, let me grab the next set to show you real quick. What these numbers mean, so the number 17 is if you were to take this sticker sheet, and if you were to start here and number it all the way down, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on and so forth, this is the number 17. The 702 is going to be the DMC code. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. The codes you see in this column here, that's going to be the DMC code for the color. It comes from the DMC brand of floss, and most diamond painting companies do use this color code system. So we've got the DMC code on here, and then the 4.7, I believe, is the weight. Yeah, it's the weight, the amount of the diamonds that we have in here. So, and then PaintGem, the way that they organize these is actually kind of in color order. You probably saw that on that sticker sheet as well. They're not in DMC order. They are just in rainbow-ish order. So that makes, I find finding the color I'm looking for a little bit easier, actually. So anyway, there are no special drills included with this set. I don't think I've worked on a single PaintGem set that's come with special drills like ABs or something like that. I would imagine that's in part to streamline cost and production and stuff like that. If you're wanting to add special drills to your kit though, I feel like you absolutely can do that. There's some great websites out there where you can get enhancement diamonds such as DP with Sparklers or Diamond Drills USA. There's a lot. There's others I'm sure I'm forgetting. DiamondPaintingDrills.com, even Amazon, you know, but I like supporting small shops in our community. So, but yeah, that is the home edition. This one is really cute. It reminds me of some of the other editions that they have in a way, like the Doors edition and the Windows edition, where there's such different kinds of styles and feels to them. This just feels like kind of a natural extension of that, and I really am enjoying seeing this and seeing the really fun variety. Even having like an RV or a camper van here is fun too. So anyway, let me go ahead. I'm gonna just quickly shift these off to the side, and I'm gonna grab the adventure set for us to work on, which I was taking a peek at some of the images in that one ahead of time, and I feel like it is a really fun one too. So the adventure edition here is, I think, going to be really more about all the camping, right? So it has all the same features that we saw with the home edition. So it even has, well, this one has 16 designs. The home edition had 12. So this is a good example. But some of these images, if you take a look, they just are a lot smaller. You're going to be using a lot less drills on them than you did on the home edition for individual images. So I would guess that's kind of how it makes up for that as we get more of them. I am most excited to see this map. I think that's going to be really fun. So again, this has, like I said, all the same features with the fun branding, the really like display friendly. I know we shouldn't do things just for display purposes, but it's fun. You know, I'm not going to complain if something that I enjoy doing happens to also look really pretty when it's put out together. Or you know what, even just really efficient to store in a box altogether too. Okay, let's open this up. We do have the sticker down here that tells us this is mini set number 55 Adventure. Interesting, because these two sets released together at the same time. They both released on the same day. So we have the same basic toolkit here. I'll just kind of breeze through it in case you skipped ahead to this part. I want to be able to show you what was included. We have the pen and the squishy. We have some multi-placers. We have some pink wax, and we have our basic white tray, as well as the plastic white tweezers that I just cannot get to work for me. And so those go straight into my donate pile, or possibly the trash of my donate pile of, you know, random tools is too big. So we'll look at the tools in a little bit, just like we did in the last set. Here's Art Gem's color chart. This has way more colors than the home edition was. For comparison's sake, here's the home edition. We really only used like not even 4 columns, and this one has a whole column more than that one, so that's kind of fun. That means we also have more symbols included in this one, not just alphanumeric. But yeah, lots of color in this one, which will, you know, you can see the, you know, I was gonna say the sheer amount of drills is probably still similar though, because more colors, but probably less of the respective colors. Again, on the inside here, we have these helpful bits on each of the kind of fold out parts. We have the tips and tricks, your how-tos on the left and right. We have the what's included, and then you can scan this QR code if you need some help from the PaintGem team. Let's take a look at these different images. And oh, that's really fun. I'm gonna make space because I'm gonna try to be able to set all these out for you to see. Okay, little camper chair. I have to admit, oh, that fire is really fun. That would be really nice for some ABs. Get some extra ABs. I'm not much of a camper, I have to admit. I would be more one that goes for glamping. Why is that? What makes for a pink marshmallow? I'll camp if I get a pink marshmallow. I love s'mores. Can that be like camping adjacent? Or glamping? That's a really fun log cabin. So yeah, you can see some of these images, like this is way smaller and there's way kind of fewer drills on this canvas compared to the home edition. But it's still a really fun little image. I love that. An actual tent. We have a flashlight. Again, ABs, right? Yellow and orange. That would be really fun, I think. A hiking boot. We have another camper. This looks really similar to the camper in the home edition, right? No, it's different. It's not really that similar at all. Okay. That's fun with the background too, with the mountains. The compass is really cool. A little camera. Is that a mug in the background? I think so. Campfire. Oh, that's cute. So these don't make out any actual words, but I love that. It's very whimsical. Like it's really fun in that way. There's that adventure map. I love that. It's even got like the trail. That's so fun. That's my favorite. For sure my favorite. And then a lantern. So yes, for camping aficionados, you know what? I feel like this camping themed set would totally travel well too, even. So if you've got, if you're taking your RV camping or something like that, you have space to put out a whole diamond painting, you could get a PaintGem set. Then again, you could also just, enjoy the outdoors, I'm sure. But this is a really fun set. I like that they're all themed, and there's a lot of variety in terms of color too. We're going to get all of these different colors. They even worked in some pinks, which I would not have expected in a camping set, but I love it. And again, these are in rainbow order. I'm kind of going to show you as that we go in here. So we can start with the neutrals. There's some of our pinks. These are going to be square drills again. As of the time of this filming, and the whole time that PaintGem has been around these years, they have only released square drill kits. Again, I'd imagine there's something about this that really is streamlining the process and also does allow them to get a lot more detail when it comes to these mini size, smaller images. I think that squares are the way to go. However, the one concern that I have is that if you're using a PaintGem set, giving it as a gift to someone you're hoping to get into diamond painting, I worry a little bit that squares might feel more intimidating than round drills would. So I don't know. Like, I would almost be interested in them having a round drill line, but then again, maybe for some people squares just wouldn't feel intimidating. It'd be totally fine. But I know I started with round drills, and squares had quite a bit of a learning curve. So that's the only thing that I've kind of thought when it comes to PaintGem and using square drills, is that this is otherwise an incredibly accessible and beginner-friendly approach and introduction to diamond painting that I hope that the square drills don't worry people or cause any issues. But they're nice quality. If you run into static, I forgot to actually follow through on this thought with the last set. So if you run into static like I tend to with these PaintGem sets, here are my suggestions. So you can either try to get them out of the plastic bags, because resin drills inside of plastic bags is like two different opportunities for static prone materials and coming together. It's even worse. So you can, pour these. I like to, something I've tried recently is pouring them straight into a dryer sheet, the drills straight into a dryer sheet, and then using the dryer sheet like as a funnel to funnel them into a storage container. And sometimes also adding in squares of dryer sheet too to really kind of hold off the static. If you don't want to go that whole route and you really want to keep them in the Ziploc bags, I still recommend cutting up a dryer sheet into small squares. This is how I've done it in the past, just cutting up a dryer sheet into small squares, tucking 2, 3, heck 4, however many you need into these, really shaking it around, trying to make sure the dryer sheet is coming in with as much contact of the plastic bag and the drills as possible. That tends to make a very big difference for me anyway. So there's also the trick of kind of breathing into the bag with a warm breath, like the kind of breath you would use to try to fog up a mirror. And that also, introducing that moisture helps with static. So I'm just going on about this for a minute because I know how frustrating and just how much static can drive you crazy. So I wanted to give some solutions for those of you that might be struggling. So that is the Adventure Edition, and the drills look good. The canvases are really fun. Very, very on theme. I like that they found so many fun different ways to fit this sort of camping theme. And my favorite of those images, is definitely the map, but there's some other really fun ones in there too, like the one with the signage and everything. So yeah, that's the Adventure Edition. So today we got to get into the Adventure Edition as well as the Home Edition. And I think of the two, there's things I really do enjoy about both of them. I like that there's so many different images and so many different kinds of styles and stuff with the Adventure Edition too. So there's things I like about both, and hopefully this was helpful for those of you that maybe were wondering about what these editions were like. And also, maybe you haven't heard of PaintGem before and this was an introduction to them. What I will say is that if neither of these editions, these themes, is your style, I have, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, probably unboxed well over a dozen, I think 20, 25, 30 different themed editions from PaintGem on my channel over the years. So take a look below. I'll have them named so you can see specifically like what there is to offer. There's things like flowers and landscapes. There's things like cats and dogs. There's seasonal ones like autumn and Christmas. There's so much out there. There's like a retro 90s style one that I love too. So I feel like even if these didn't speak to you, take a look at what PaintGem has to offer anyway, because they might have other themes that are right up your alley. If nothing else, join their Facebook group and follow them on, like, sign up for their emails or follow. I don't know if they're active on Instagram actually. And that I find is the most helpful way to stay up to date with when they do new releases. They don't have set release dates really. It tends to average about once a month they do releases, but we just had another new release happen a couple of days ago, and these only came out like a couple weeks ago, so that was a little fast back to back. So it doesn't, all this to say, it doesn't follow a really strict pattern. So I find signing up for emails and joining the Facebook group to be the best way to stay up to date with when they do these new releases. So anyway, please let me know in the comments, is one of these editions something that you picked up or might be adding to your wish list? Have you tried PaintGem before? Have you given it to someone and gotten them into diamond painting with it before? Just a reminder that if you are looking to do some shopping and you want to save 10% off and support my channel, I do have that discount code. Again, it's Washi10. I think it is just a one-time use code. So if you've used it in the past, first, thank you so much. And second, I'm sorry that you can't use it more than once to my knowledge. But there are other discount codes out there that you can totally take advantage of. Don't pay full price. I find that to get to the free shipping threshold, I have to get 2 sets, and otherwise I don't find it to be, I don't like to just get 1 set and have to pay shipping, so I tend to get 2 sets. Just FYI, it's a little hack that not really hack, but it's just something I've noticed over the years. Is okay, PaintGem, get 2 sets, get to the free shipping threshold after using a discount, and it's perfect. They also have some accessories too, so lots going on over there, but that's it for real this time. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my diamond painting videos. I do unboxings like this from a wide variety of companies. I do reviews of completed kits. I do tutorials, weekly whip and chats, and would love to have you here. But anyway, I hope you have a day and a week that's as amazing as you are, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.